All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, it's straight up energy reading. We're talking about, it actually happened a couple of weeks ago. All right, it was Uranus going back into Taurus in retrograde. All right, it happened back around the 7th, give or take. I've been letting this energy percolate. It's been affecting things. It's going to be here going backwards in Taurus until about the end of January. I think around the 26th-ish of January 2026. It is starting to have an effect. I strategically planned when to do this reading. It's very interesting. Now, why is this important? Uranus. Well, Steve, what do I care? Uranus is retrograde. Nothing random's going to happen. No special anything, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe a little bit. When you read my December write-up, which I finished, and I'm probably going to be online another day or so, you might change your mind about that. There's some other influences that are sort of canceling that out a little bit. But it's important because of where in relation Taurus is to Cancerian energy. This is a Cancerian-themed soulmate cycle that you're all in. I've told you before, you're all honorary Cancers within this cycle. That said, Cancer is the 11th house of networking, social media, friends, things like that. Networking is where we often get opportunities from, be it love or business, right? So it's important to understand that. You're having Uranus there is a key thing. So you're all honorary Cancerians, so Uranus going backwards in Taurus is a big deal. I've got a reading when I pull on it. As I'm glad I waited. It opens with 8 wands. Communication. Okay, let's talk about the pre-shuffle. This is just the surface energy. I shuffle before I hit the record button. This is what I get. I cut before I do that, by the way. Page of Swords crossing the 8 of Wands. Somebody, you might think it's disappointing messages. Not in this case. Somebody who's been hiding, right, comes out of hiding, reaches out. Somebody who's been hiding reaches out. They're taking a chance. You're a risk for them to talk to. Taking a big chance on you. This could be business or personal. I don't know. But they're taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. They've been in hiding, been maybe afraid to do it, been watching, been maybe waiting for the right moment with that card here with the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know. But it's hard for them to do with the 10 of Wands, and there's the King of Swords. Don't make them pay for it. All right. However, this person is telling you some sort of truth, something they want to tell you. All right. I think for some of you, if it is a personal thing, it's why they walked away, maybe with the 8 of Cups there. Or if it's a business type thing, it's why they didn't choose you. There's a lot right now of people changing their minds, and that can happen. That can play out a lot of ways. It's one of those energies where you might get a call from somebody who didn't hire you, right? And they're like, well, we got to explain a little bit, I mean, it's that kind of a thing. I don't know. But somebody's been watching you. The higher-ups are into you. Your horoscopes might say that. Somebody higher up is watching you. They're into you. I encourage everybody, because if you're part of this soulmate cycle, okay, I encourage you to read. Whether you're a Cancer or not, I encourage you to read Cancer horoscopes. They will help you. There's something in there. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. But there's some phrase or whatever that you could pair with whatever it is you do usually fall back on for that. All right? That's all I'm saying. It's just a tip. But anyway, yeah, higher-ups been watching. They're taking a chance here. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? Let's find out. Let's do it. Sunday morning. Here we are. Woohoo! All right, let's go. Let's see where we're at. If I sound a little stuffy today, it's because I am. Air quality's been a little bad around these parts lately. I'll tell you what. Card before the cup. While we're here, Ace of Cups. I mean, for most of you, this is love. It's Steve's Love Tarot. I'm not going to make it Steve's Career Tarot here. For most of you, this is a new beginning in love. I'm just going to phrase it that way. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. It's a new beginning in love. I could probably put 50 analogies to it. I'm not going to, because I'm curious what comes after it. Because it is a new beginning in love. I feel like I want to say but. Yeah, I feel like I want to say but. This person, that little page, that Page of Swords that was with that 8 of Wands, right? The King of Swords is there. I think the King of Swords is there. I think my first instinct was to tell you not to, not to make them regret it. They're taking a chance talking to you, right? Even if you don't want this person, be nice. Be kind. You don't have to shove it in their face. Somebody here, it's a new beginning in love, but you're both a little, you're not sure about this. This sort of as we say, came out of left field. All right, it's a bit of that. There's a little anxiety, a nervousness attached to it. What's the catch? That kind of a thing. Sword of Damocles. Oh, when's the other shoe going to drop? That sort of a thing. There isn't any of that. It's all nonsense. So you're probably getting shown this so you don't fall into this trap, okay? All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's pull ourselves a reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking Time Lord. All right. This energy's been building. It's been working its way through all the other energies around very subtly. And it's going to have a nice effect. I'm almost glad it's retrograde in Taurus right here. I like this retrograde energy. It mellows it out a bit. But it's still a bit of a shocker, I think, to you on some level. Not a tower level shocker, but still a little bit. I don't know. Somebody's been watching you. And now they're going to speak up. They like you. It feels very positive to me. Negative energy is always there. It could be for a couple of you. They're going to tell you what a fucker you are. But I think it feels very positive. And this isn't Rainbow Unicorn Tarot. So if I'm saying that, you better take it to heart. All right, let's go. Okay, all right. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. 6 of Cups. I want to say there's a lot of, I'm drawn to the roots. There's a lot of past life. What's on the 10 of Swords? Yeah, this is, it's a new beginning in love. I could almost describe this better as an issue. An issue that was put to rest returns. But the issue is an emotional issue with a person. Okay? And I say issue, in our brains instantly go to something bad. It doesn't have to be that. Maybe you couldn't be with this person before because they were with somebody else, or you were with somebody else. It's probably why they're nervous, because you were with somebody. I mean, it could be that you were interested in somebody else, Nobody wants to hit on somebody else's girl or guy, right? And then you call up and you seem like a fool because they know that you were interested the whole time. There's no way to hide that. You didn't just suddenly get interested because they broke up, right? I mean, it's a little embarrassing, kind of always dug you, sort of a thing. It's hard for some people to do that. It's hard for people to say, I love you, let alone admit things. But anyway, it's a soulmate from the past. Something that's been long dead returning. It is a soulmate. The lion's holding one of the roses from the 2 of Cups in this deck. Let's see where we go. This is going to be very interesting. I'm going to pull, which one are we going to pull today? I think we're going to pull a pyramid. Yeah, because they've been spying. I think we're going to pull a pyramid. Let's do that. How they feel about you is here. How they see you, what they think about you is here, and a potential final outcome is here. I'll clarify everything. All right? And I'll throw some universe cards at the end. We'll probably extend this. I'm wondering if a devil shows up. I'm wondering. I don't know. Let's see. Why is that here? Why was this 10 swords? And why is it coming back? It's like a herpy. No, but it feels very positive. A positive herpy? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's see where we go. How do they feel about you? And maybe that's what I wish I could title the reading that, a positive herpy. I get all the people who were doing health searches coming in here for the thing anyway. Here we go. I need a video on herpes. Okay. The Hangman. What did I say? Look. What did I just say? Rewind. I said, I was talking about the devil. I said, where's the devil at? Yeah, there he is. He's center card. Feelings. I got you. Oh, why is that? These are major arcana cards. These are big in the 7 of Cups. This is somebody whose feelings were very confused about you. Their feelings are still confused about you. They've got a new perspective, but it's the same old song and dance as the song goes. This is going to be a fun reading. Shit, I should have had a better breakfast. I'm going to clarify that. Not right now, but I might double clarify the devil. Okay. There's an obsession. Is it an obsession? Is somebody here? I mean, they have been watching you. That barn owl is hidden. You know, I think you thought this person was gone, but they were there. They were there. I don't know who this is. Like a creepy neighbor or something? It can't be, because it feels positive. See, that's the thing. That's why I said when I put my hand here, why am I picking up a devil? And there he is. He came out. I called it a positive harpy, for God's sake. I mean, it is. It's a very positive energy, but it flows like negative. Okay, we'll come back. How do they see you? This might be helpful. The Five of Pentacles. Somebody's missing out. This is read with that easily. Oh, fuck me. What else? And the Five of Cups. It's a whole energy. They've got it in their head that, they've got it in their head that you're sad. They've got it in their head that you need a friend, that you need somebody, that you need them. Somebody's got it in their head that you need them. Now, this can play out a lot of ways. Now I'm understanding this energy a little more. You may have rejected this person in the past. This might be somebody you rejected. I don't know. It might be the energy that came out for the Sagittarius section of the weekly reading. It could be. But it could be partly here anyway. I imagine it is, because I'm pulling an overall reading here. But this can play out a lot of ways. This is somebody who makes you a deal or makes you an offer and makes it sound like if you don't take it, it's going to be an end-all, be-all for you. Oh, you're going to miss out. You really need this. This could be a salesman. You went to go get tires on your car, who sells you all sorts of shocks and all sorts of other. They always try to sell you the shocks or struts with the tires when they put the tires on, because they got the tires off and it's easy for them to do it. And the guy gets a commission if he sells it, right? Odds are you don't need them. 9 times out of 10. It can be that. It could be whatever. It's somebody who sees you as sad and depressed. It's all tied to this devil, though. It's all tied. It's somebody convincing themselves that now is the time, which is why they're taking a risk coming towards you. Very, very strange. What's the potential final outcome for you, read with the devil? 6 of Swords. You may be tempted to go for this, but I think you're likely to give it a pass for some reason. I'm not sure. Something about all of this, whether it's a job offer or a friend, a new friend who's wants to go out and hang out, or someone who you once wanted who shows back up, it feels too easy to you. There's something about it that makes you uneasy. It's that 9 of Swords. Now, I told you not to worry about that. I don't think you should. I got to pull more on this devil, and I've got soulmates here at the bottom randomly of the Light Seer. I'm going to clarify with the Light Seer, and because this, I didn't even know that was there. It has 9 swords at the bottom, which was after your cut. I'm going to also clarify the devil with the witches. First, we're going to start with the Light Seer. All right? I don't think you need to hire security or anything like that. I think this is very positive. It's just, it could be karmic debt. It could be. I don't have any idea. We're going to find out. We're going to learn together. Why is the devil here? It'd be easy to call for one person, but with thousands of people watching, it's really tricky. Boom, boom, boom. Think of it as you open a restaurant and you're only going to serve hamburgers, and you don't want to have them make them your way, kind of a Burger King sort of a thing. You got to figure out what you're going to put on that burger that everybody's going to like, that you can do it the same way every time. Odds are you're going to alienate part of your audience. Odds are it's not going to be for everybody. Like for me, you put mustard on it, I'm done. I don't. Something about mustard I don't like. It doesn't jive with my system. I don't like it. Something about it just doesn't. Right? You lose me. That's why I don't go to Wendy's much. They put mustard on everything, and if you ask them not to, they look at you like you're fucking some kind of lunatic. It's like, okay, well, fuck off then. What's going on with the devil? Let's see where we're at. It's crossed by the tower. Fucking hell. said it wasn't a tower, and I got a tower. 7 wands and the 3 of swords. And the bridge is the King of Pentacles. Somebody here feels done wrong by you in some way. Somebody feels done wrong by you in some way, or somebody wants to show you they've changed. It might be somebody you've rejected in the past. It keeps coming up that way. All right, let me put this here. All right. Actually, you know what? Let me just take that out. Put that there. All right. Now, let's clarify with the witches. What else I want to say? It feels like somebody's obsessed with showing you you were wrong. Still don't know why it reads as positive energy. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm not changing my view on that. It does. It reads as positive energy. Maybe because this person's misguided. It's possibly. I don't know. Let's see. We'll find out. I have no idea. Why is the devil here? It's crossed by the 8 of Cups in this case. And there's the 4 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands again. I say again because it's right there from the other deck. This is likely somebody you rejected who wants to show you that you were wrong. Okay? They've changed. They've been watching you. They want to show you you were wrong to do that. It could be reversed. It could be they rejected you and they want to make up for it, but that wouldn't explain the devil. So, I mean, unless they're obsessed. The way the energy flows, you put 10 swords in this somehow, some way, right? And they're returning. They're coming back. You thought this was a dead, done issue. Think of it as an issue more than anything else. It probably is attached to a person, of course. But if you think of it as an issue, it's easier to explain. You thought this was dead, done, and over. It's a dead issue, and it comes back. And somebody here is determined to show you that you're wrong about something. I don't know why that's... I have no idea. Anyway, what's going on here with the Hangman? Why is the Hangman here? Fucking hell. It's going to be giving me one of these readings on a Sunday morning. Queen of Swords. It's what I'm saying. It's the truth. It's their truth. Somebody has had too much time on their hands to think about something that you haven't been thinking about. Oh, that happens all the time. That happens all the time. There are people with this channel, for example, come back at me about something I said years ago. They've been thinking about it for a year. I haven't thought about it since I said it. I got other shit going on. You know, okay, I'll just take your word for it. That's fine. It's usually what I say. I'll just take your word for fine. I said it. You know, I'm not going to go try and find it. You know, it's what it is. Somebody's had a lot of time to sit with this. And the problem is when you have too much time to sit with something, you can nitpick something to death. You can. What's on top? The 6 of Wands, they think they figured it out. Why is that here? The 3 of Pentacles. And they want to, again, it's somebody who wants to be right. Somebody who wants to win. Somebody wants to feel better. That's the devil. It's instability. This person's become unstable because of something that happened between you two. It's just the way it is. Why is the 6 of Cups here? I think it's positive. I think the positive energy comes, yet you benefit from this in some way. Honest to God. Spoiler alert for the ending. I think you benefit because it's a 6 of Swords. But it's minor arcana, so it's all how you look at it. If you let this bother you, you got to find the sense of humor in this a little bit. Okay. Jesus. Unbelievable. Why is the 7 of Cups here? I'm totally right. It's crossed by the 8 of Wands. They've had a lot of time. They've decided an angle to approach it at. They've got a tactic. They feel like they know what they want to do. They know what they want to say. The 8 of Cups. Why is that here? The 2 of Cups came back. Somebody wants to make something right. They're making a choice to do this. I don't think it's as thought out as they think it is. I think somebody here is like, well, now or never. Right? Okay. Because they see you as depressed or bummed out or something along those lines. I don't know. Let's talk about the Five of Pentacles. This is more their energy. That's what's strange. This is how they see you, if you want to get the image. This is more their energy, whoever this person is. This could be a family member or a friend. I could see this happening in family quite a bit, you know. Everybody always wants to give you their way of seeing something, you know. We spent your college money on crack because we needed the crack. I mean, if you could just see it my way, you know, I mean, and you're, of course, upset that you didn't get to go to college because all the money got spent, but they figured out how to tell you why they spent your money, your college fund. You know, it again is that kind of energy. It's an extreme example, but catch my drift. That's what's here. You know, that's not how it's playing out for you, but if you catch my drift, you get the idea. That's why I think you got to find the sense of humor in this. Oh, okay, well, you needed crack. Fine. That's fine. I didn't go to school. Okay, that's cool. If you put it that way. I mean, okay. Fine. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed my college fund money. You know. Five of Pentacles. Why is it here? This is, again, more their energy attached here. Somebody feels... the Four of Wands. I still think you cast this person out, whoever it is. I feel like they didn't get the chance to show you who they were or what they were made of. That's what I feel like. And when they see you, you remind them of the fact that they didn't get that chance. Okay? The Nine of Cups. Why is that here? The Knight of Swords. What's the bridge? The Seven of Cups, which is perfect. I was looking for a card that matched up here. There it is. The Seven of Cups. Every time they look at you, you remind them that they make bad choices. You know, every time they think of you, you remind them that they made bad choices. But this is a person who doesn't want to admit that they make bad choices. So whoever this person is, they just don't want to admit where they went wrong. That's all. Okay. All right. Let's see where we go. Five of Cups. How they see you. Well, somehow they've got it in their head that you're lonely and you're acting out. You're sad. You're missing them. They've figured that you're missing them. Okay. Okay. It's crossed by the Three of Cups. I'll go with it. They think you would be happy to see them. That's the easiest way I could phrase this. Okay? They also have it in their head that you're going to approach them at some point. I think that little dream is fading, and which is why they probably make the leap of faith, the fool, to approach you. It's a very complex reading. It might be very specific. I doubt it, though. Strangely enough, I doubt it. This is a pretty common scenario. Don't try to just put it to the person that you want it to be to. Don't try to make the reading fit. This can play out a lot of ways. All right? This very strongly happens in families a lot. This very strongly happens with friends a lot. Everybody has this. Well, not everybody. There are no absolutes, but in societal energies in particular, there seems to be this need to be right, and my decision is the right decision, and that's it. You know, there's this attitude like that, and it's just so rigid. It's so weird. This person here just you remind them of all their failures, and they want to show you that they're not a failure. But the act of coming towards you, because it's rooted in this devil energy, actually proves that you're kind of right. In a way, I'm curious to find out how all this benefits you. But, okay, anyway, what's on top? It's what I'm saying. It just keeps coming up. It is positive. It's positive for you. I guarantee you we get a shit ton of positive cards on this fucking Six of Swords. Your final outcome. This person here is just Delulu, I'm told it's still used. Okay, I have an actual child here that told me that it's still used. It's still used. Fine. This person's a little bit delulu. They're out of their mind. You're tied to this person whether you like it or not. But I'm not sure if it's as strong as they think it is. I think this person thinks this is almost like a psycho stalker, almost a little bit in the way they're behaving. I don't think it is, but I'm saying they're certainly obsessed about something. About, I don't know. Why is that here? The Six of Cups. Again, the Six of Cups. The overall energy shows up somewhere in the reading. That's a big deal. Yeah. This is an old issue. I think I'm going to go back to something I already said, which is when I threw cards over here. I said sometimes people have a long time with the Queen of Swords that was crossing here. My sitting queen, and she's got the sword in the sheath. She's got a lot of time to think. She had time to put her fancy sandals on, that Queen of Swords. Right? She's just sitting by the sea, thinking about all kinds of things. This person has been dwelling on something that it was dead, done, and over for you the moment it happened. You don't even know, okay, what? Huh? Kind of a thing like that. You're confused. I think some of the confusion is you. I think they're surprised that you're confused because this is something that's dominated this person's thoughts. They're obsessed with something. With you, with something you said. I don't want to say that you told this person they were a loser. I don't think you did. I just think you might have made this person feel rejected or made them look at something they didn't want to look at. Can I phrase it that way? You made this person look at something they didn't want to look at. Take it from me. I do that all the time. Offline and online, but mostly offline. You're never the hero until they figure it out. In the meantime, you make somebody look at something they don't want to look at. You are definitely not the hero while they're looking at it because they don't want to look at it. If they wanted to look at it, then fine. But, again, you're making somebody look at something they don't want to look at. And I think you did it. But the thing is, this is old energy. It keeps coming up with the Six of Cups. Old energy, so old that dog was a puppy. I mean, it's old energy. This person's been obsessing about it for a long time. They've been watching you and thinking about you, but the spying is mostly just all this thinking about this, more than looking at your social media and shit, and creepily parking outside your house. It's constantly on their mind. You will know when this person's getting closer to reaching out when they start popping up in your dreams. I promise you they will. There's enough of a connection here that'll happen. Oh, okay, so why is it so positive for my viewers? Look, it's got a rainbow on it. It is. Your final outcome is the most positive card on the fucking table. It really is. And it's read with all this. It's like the universe is saying, in spite of all this, in spite of everything I made Steve say, and yes, it did, I'm just reading the energy. That's all I'm doing. Don't shoot the fucking messenger. Let's see where we go. The sitting king. It's crossed by the sitting king. The king of swords. They had the queen of swords. I was just talking about it over here. Let it ride. This is just a really cool energy on this king. It's just sort of, he's got a man bun, I mean, it's just, this gives you food for thought. I think the approach, if you're to just catch my drift, don't take me literally, just catch my drift. But if I'm to give you some food for thought on this, it would be something where I might say, wow, whatever it is I said to this person 50 fucking bajillion years ago affected them so fucking much. I had so much fucking power that I lived rent-free in their fucking head for 50 fucking bajillion years. We're like the dog's about to, go to the vet and get put down, and so am I. We're so fucking old. It's old fucking energy. This has been long gone. We can't even eat that bison anymore. He's gone to waste, I mean, you affected somebody on a high level. That makes you think, doesn't it? That makes you go, you know, maybe I should affect more people. You should. Most people in this, and I do mean most people, have no effect on anybody. They don't do anything. They're selfish fucks, vapid consumers. You affect somebody's life. You've done something special, right? If there's a reason to remember you when you're gone, you're somebody special, right? Until there is, you're not. You know, even if it's just one person, even if it's just a fucking chipmunk that remembers you, you helped the little guy get over a rock wall. Good. Then you've done something. Most people don't. They're very self-contained. Their energy's very self-contained. Most people. I told you, all positive cards. I told you. It's the 10 of Cups, or 10 of Pentacles. I might as well be 10 Cups. The 10 of Pentacles is everything. It's all of it. It's the pinnacle of it all. It's one of the best cards I can throw. Look at it's even got the little dog on it right there. I'm sorry about putting you down. I'm sorry. I said I was going to get put down too. I mean, anyway, because of this, whatever this is, because of the notion of what's going on here, the notion that this person took something you said and it affected them so much that they just thought about it the whole time and held on to it for so long, affects your life greatly. It really does. It affects your life in a huge way. I got two cards that want to come out together, the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I like this. You see where you've sold yourself short, I believe. You see where if this is an opportunity for you to take your own advice, if you want it to be. It's also an opportunity for you to be disappointed in somebody and annoyed. But in the end, it validates a decision you made in the past. Remember, we're talking about Uranus retrograde. Retrograde tends to bring things back. Whatever is retrograde brings things back. Uranus is retrograde in the 11th house, social networking, friends and all of that, socializing, all of that of Cancer. Cancer's the theme energy of this cycle. So for all of you, it's your honorary 11th house. So it's bringing back something that you once handled. It's bringing back a chance for you to see your value through being right about somebody else's, being right about a decision you made in the past. And that's sometimes nice. You know, that's sometimes a nice way to be. And by the way, the bridging energy here, I Freudian slipped and called that 10 of Cups. By the way, it's right there. That's the 10 of Cups. I mean, it's not the typical reading that people love on YouTube. I know. Everybody wants it. They regret it. They're turning around and coming back. They're going to reach out. Oh, that's tarot gold. But this is the kind of shit that makes your life. This is the kind of shit that moves you forward in a much more positive direction. All right? Yeah, you have a chance to be disappointed in somebody, but you also have a chance. It's just something about this makes you smile. You know, the fact that you had that kind of impact on somebody. This could be an ex. This could be a family member. This could be whatever. Do you end up with this person? Do you end up like bang? I'm not sure that's what this reading's about. Maybe if you want to. I imagine you'd have to see things their way. They want to change your mind. That's part of what the devil is. They haven't changed because of what you said. It's just still in their head. They've thought of a way, an angle with that Queen of Swords. They thought of an angle they could come at you where they might be right about something. You know, please. It's a bunch of nonsense. This ends well for you. I said it's positive, and I said before I got to it that this Six of Swords is going to have a bunch of positive cards around it. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Freudian slipped the 10 of Cups when I threw the 10 of Pentacles. These are huge. And that beautiful sitting king. And underneath it, fueling it, an Ace of Cups. Where we started. It is a new beginning in love for you. It's exactly where we started with the card before the cut. And it does come with a catch. It does come with a 9 of Swords, sort of a butt attached to it. It's a new beginning in love of yourself. It's a new beginning in love. It's a new approach on life. This is how we should approach life. It's life by the cup, not by the pentacle. Right? I wrote about that in my blog when I first started. One of my earliest articles is called Life by the Cup. You should read it. It's important. It's how you should be living. I think you start doing that, at least to a degree. Right? Too many people living by the pentacle. It's going to get you fucked up. Tell you what. Okay. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's. I don't know where any of this goes. I'm just going to throw it down. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Yeah, I got a fucking devil on the table. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on this. Do I think there'll be a big turnout? No, probably not, because it's not what everybody wants to hear. It's what I would want to hear if I was watching a tarot reading. I don't give a fuck about what some fucker I dumped thinks. I want to know what's in it for me. What's in it for you is something really good. Should you take a positive view of this? The good news is in the month of December, when this is all likely to play out, or something to that effect between the month of December and, say, the end of January, something in there, there's a lot of positive energy on offer. The month of December, as you'll read in my write-up, will smack pessimists, and it hates procrastination. But if you work with the energy, you'll see the angles on this. I can already see it. I can already see if you even give the positive a chance, it's something that makes you very happy. Points you in the right direction. Changes how you approach your daily life in some way. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Final message for you. 3 cards and a bottom card. What do we get? Look at that. The card that came out after the cut. It's back. 9 swords. And I was just talking about it. I was. Oh, that's unreal. I was talking about it in relation to this Ace of Cups, which was the card before the cut. And then I mentioned the 9 of Swords. There it is. The universe wants to talk more about that 9 of Swords. You know, if they got this new lease on life, Steve, I'm living by the cup now. I'm moving. Oh, yeah, you are. Look at that. The Hierophant's underneath that. Right there. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're living by the cup now. So what's with the 9 swords? Forget about nonsense. Look at this. 9 swords, the Lovers, the Empress, and here's a Tower for you. I think this represents a tower for both sides, because they got a tower crossing their devil initially. Well, on the surface energy, I think you're blown away that this person shows up. The love geese are in the air. That's the Lover's card, right? But, again, why are you doubting? Why are you even 9 of swordsing up all night, worried about the fact that you're very attractive, that the things you say stick? Even if you're not. What this is saying is your potential is there. And sometimes you use it without realizing it. Sometimes people that have the potential to be in Empress energy, but aren't yet. Notice I said yet, but aren't yet. Sometimes that energy just seeps out. Like a superpower that's developing in a child, and then it sort of every once in a while they can lift a car, you know, but they're going to grow up to be like a major superhero kind of a thing. It's a bit of that. Don't doubt the fact that energy's been with you there. That potential's been with you the whole time. Own this. Own that you have Empress, that you're the Empress energy. Again, I don't know how else to phrase it. The universe wants to basically tell you here, look, this is a game-changing thing, this energy showing back up. It might worry you that it does. Perhaps this person knows things about you that you don't want your current partner to know, or people around you to know about. They have stories about you that you haven't told. People, that always happens, right? You run into an ex somewhere, you're with somebody new, you run into an ex, and that ex starts telling a story that you didn't tell the new person you're with yet, right? I mean, remember that time when you was with the 10 guys at the bar in the back? Oh, my God. Oh, fuck. All of a sudden he let go of your hand, and it's like, hey, what the fuck was that, right? I mean, I don't know. There's something about this person showing up that brings you some anxiety. It shouldn't, is what this is saying. Don't let it, okay? But there is something to these devils. 2 devils coming up is interesting, both in their feelings and in how they see you. It's driven by this guy right here. So in the extended, I'm going to pull the shit out of this guy. Big time. Maybe you as well, but separately. This isn't attached to you. You can, not everybody goes to the extended, so I will say this is not attached to you. So relax, all right? This is. All right. Even if you're not fully in it yet. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. Good luck.